Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And today, we are going to be talking about how to get the Infinite Streak in the featured arena. Now, this right here is the featured arena, the Anthill 3-on-3. This right here, Excalibur Lighthouse 3-on-3, that is the basic arena. But the algorithm is essentially the same for both of them because they both utilize 4, 5, 6, and 7 stars. So we're going to be talking about primarily the featured arena, but it will apply to both. So lots to go over, lots to talk about. Stay tuned and don't go away. All right, before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and don't forget to share this video. Now, here we go. This is it. I want to go over some very basic concepts for this arena. The top, and you need to pay attention to the top champions in both of these arenas. The top champions in these are rank 4 7 stars. Rank 4 7 stars. Meaning a death match in these arenas is going to look something like these champions here. Anywhere from my Bastion, who is a rank 4 52,000, all the way down to around, say, Lady Deathstrike. You will probably see a Serpent, which is a very difficult champion. Maybe a Rintra, and maybe something like all the way down here to a Shathra. So you're going to see some combination of some really, really high PI champions. If you hit that, that means you have hit a death match, which is kind of the wall in the Infinite Streak for both the basic and the featured arenas. So that's your trigger to know that whatever you're doing is not working. Now, there are two methods that I'm going to show you today on how to get the Infinite Streak in the featured and the basic arena. The first method uses 6 stars, and I wasn't very successful at it because as higher ranked champions are introduced to the game, that changes the dynamic and the statistics of these arenas and the death matches. A couple of years ago, before we got 7 stars, and particularly before we got rank 4 7 stars, the highest PI were like rank 3s and rank 2s, which if we're looking through here, rank 3 7 stars and rank 5 6 stars are around. There's kind of a mix. If you were to do a Venn diagram of them, they would overlap quite a bit. So, but now that we've got rank 4, that tipped the scales. That tipped the scales a lot. And so now these are the death matches that you're going to see, which aren't necessarily doable for, say, 6 stars at rank 5, which are the equivalent of rank 2 to 3 7 stars. So that is one of the key factors to keep in mind. The other thing I want to talk about here is some of the basics of this arena and what it is worth. So the previous video, we did the Summoner Trials, and that is 270 units. This one is, I've got a little card here to remind myself of what this, so let me put that card over there. This is 135 units. It is, so the Summoner Trial was 4.4 million. This is 12 million, but keep in mind that these are much higher PI champions that are going to be worth a lot more. So you can get to 12 million pretty easily if you got a bunch of rank 4s like I do. But this is worth 135 units total, 38,000 gold. There's not a lot of gold in this. So the gold stops at milestone 3. And then it's worth 19,500 chips just from the chips, the battle chips that you get in the milestones. Okay? You're going to get more battle chips as you go through this to get all the way up to milestone 10. and it's going to be somewhere around 39,000 battle chips at the most. So this arena definitely is not worth as much as the Summoner Trial Arena. But the Summoner Trial Arena takes longer to do because it's got a bunch of milestones and it's worth 4.4 million units and you're using 4 stars to do it. The 7 stars and the 6 stars in Excalibur Lighthouse, so the basic arena, will give you less points per fight. So it might take a little bit longer, but this one, again, is worth 135 units. It's worth less battle chips and less gold, and it goes to 4 million points. I can do this one with rank 4 7 stars in like probably less than an hour. So that's the basics about this arena. So now I want to talk about how we're going to go through this, and we're going to start with our 6-star method. I do hit a death match, which I do want to show what that looks like so you know what it looks like. I'm going to show the fights because I do get through it, but it was not easy. And an adjustment that I might have made before I went forward. So let's go on. All right, so with this first fight, we are here at win streak 0. And again, we're going to take these by win streaks. So essentially with this, we want to try to get to that Thanos or Kang team, which is around win streak 13 to 15, somewhere in there, usually win streak 14 or 15. And we're going to start with the 6-star method, and we're starting here with rank 1 6 stars to get up to a ×3 multiplier. So the first, let me hit play on this, and the first champions that we are going to pull out of here, well, eventually, there it goes, okay. So the first champions we're going to pull out of here are Dazzler, and I'm busy looking through here. Okay, so the first 3 champions we got are Dazzler, High Evolutionary, and Silver Samurai. So we're going to do the first set of fights to get to multiplier ×3. But what I do want to show are the PIs, the power index, of the first set of opponents that I have here. And there it is right there. So we've got a Havoc, who is a rank 1, level 1 6-star, Count Nefaria, who is a rank 1, level 1 6-star, and Destroyer, who is a rank 1, level 1. And this is from someone's account. It is not a Kang or a Thanos team. And they are essentially not quite half of the PI of the champions that I am using, who are all rank 1, level 25 awakens. And these are all, my opponents are all not awakened. So let's, I just want to show this first one. So, and I'm going to show each one of these showcases so you can see how the PI changes from win streak 0 to win streak 5. And then we'll go through that. So let me go ahead and fast forward to the next fight, which is going to be win streak 1. Okay, here we are at win streak 1. So let's see who we pick for the second fight. We've got a Jack-o'-lantern, we've got a Yelena, and we're going to take a, who is it? Who's the next? Okay, and the next one is going to be Scream. And then we're going to go ahead and do the fight. So this is what I wanted to show here. So now you see, and this is a little, let me get these adjusted. So I'm going to go through here. I'm talking a little bit, and then we're going to get these adjusted so that we don't have disadvantage on some of these fights. So we're going to move Jack-o'-lantern down, and I believe yeah, there it goes. Okay, so here we go. So this is essentially the same. Now, you'll notice we've got 3 rank 1 6 stars. None of them are awakened. However, not all of them are rank 1 level 1s now. Gentle is a rank 1 level 20, and Vox is a rank 1 level 25, which is the maximum level they can be. So the PI then went from around 5,900 to over 6,000. like way over 6,000. So you can see it starting to creep up. So we'll do that fight, and then we'll come back to the next one, which is win streak. All right, here we have the next win streak. So now we've got, again, all rank 1 level 25, 6 stars, Shathra, Squirrel Girl, and Silver Sable. And now you'll see we've got a pretty even set of opponents here that are around 7,500. So they're starting to inch up closer to us. 2 of them are level 25s. One of them is a rank 2, level 17. None of them are awakened. All right, so let's go on to the next fight, and we'll show. All right, here we have win streak number 3. So what are a ×2 multiplier now. I'm still got rank 1, level 25s. Now we're going up against all awakened rank 1 level 25s, and they are now, the PI, their power index for the average for all 3 of these, is now over 8,000. It's around about 8,300 is where we're at. So it's starting to creep up. We're seeing it. It's still an actual account from MCOC. So we still haven't hit the Kang or the Thanos team, but we're starting to inch towards there. So let's take a look at the next setup of the. All right, here is win streak number 4. We're at a 2.5 times multiplier. We've still got all rank 1 level 25 awakened 6-star champions. Our opponents now are a mix. So we've got 2 rank 1 level 25 6 stars who are unawakened, and then we've got a rank 5 level 65 5-star who is ascended, who is a 12,380. So now the average of these is around a 9,000. So again, it's starting to inch up more and more. But what we don't want is we don't want to hit that death match, which is going to blast out in the 40s. So let's go on to win streak number 5. So at win streak number 5, I've actually switched over now to rank 2 6 stars, and you'll see the PI of these guys went up from around a 12,000 to a 16 to 18,000. And now we're getting into the territory where things are going to start ramping up quite a bit. If we had gone with more rank 1 6 stars, they would have creeped up very quickly to the PI of our champions. So let's take a look at what our opponents are going to look like at a win streak 5, multiplier 3 with rank 2 6. So I chose pretty low rank 2s. These are all awakened rank 2s, level 35s. And now we've got all rank 2 level 35s, except for one of these champs is a rank 4 level 55 ascended gladiator. So the other 2 are Sunspot and Venom the Duck, both unawakened level 2, rank 2 level 35s. They match what we have put in front of them. So now the PI, my average PI is around a 14,000. The average PI of these champions is around a 14,000 as well. But I have one tough fight, so we have to watch that. They're starting to throw tougher fights out. So let's go through this one, and then we'll go from win streak 6 to win streak 7. This is win streak 5 to 6. Then we'll look at what my champions look like at win streak 6 to 7 and what my opponents look like. All right, here's win streak 6 to 7. The average of my champions is about a 15,000. I do have a little bit of advantage with Dark Phoenix because she has advantage over Bastion. But it looks like the average PI of my opponents is going to be also around a 15,000. However, there is a change that has taken place here at win streak 6 to 7, and that is we now have our first 7-star that appears. And that is a Immortal Hulk at rank 1, level 25, unawakened. And then we've got a rank 4, level 55, Elektra, unawakened, and a rank 3, level 45, 6-star Bastion that is unawakened. So now the level of the opponents is higher than mine, but the PI is not necessarily higher than mine. But we are starting to get into that territory where we're going to get some 7-stars, so we have to watch out and be careful. So this is the fight we're going to do, and then we're going to do win streak 7 to 8. All right, here is win streak 7-8. We're still with rank 2, level 35 6 stars, all awakened. And now all 3 of my opponents are 7 stars. They're all rank 1, level 25 7 stars, all unawakened, but now they are all 7 stars. And their average PI looks like it's around a 17,000. Somewhere in that ballpark, but that is only because of Jessica Jones having advantage. Otherwise, they probably would be an 18,000, which is higher than my power index, the average PI for my champions. So we're getting into that territory where we got to watch out. Again, this is win streaks 7 to 8. All right, here we have win streak 8 to 9. Again, I'm still using all rank 2s, and our opponents are all rank 1, level 25, unawakened, 7 stars. Looks very similar to the last fight, so we're averaging about an 18,000 or so PI. It is higher than what we have, but I am using rather low power index level champions that are within the rank 2 roster that I have. So again, we haven't hit anything, and this is rank 8 to 9. Okay, here is win streak 9 to 10, and we still haven't hit the Kang Thanos team. I'm still using rank 2 level 35s. We're looking at about an average of 17K for my champions, and that's only because I have advantage. And now the average for my opponents has jumped. Went from about 17 to about 23K. So that's a 6,000 rating jump on this. And that Jean Grey actually has disadvantage. So she would have been about a 26,000 instead. So this was a pretty big jump in all of these. And now we don't have all 7 stars, but we do have a couple of new things that happened here. So we have a rank 4, level 55, ascended 6-star, Nick Fury, which is not easy to do, and I actually lose that fight. And then we have a 7-star Jean Grey, who is a rank 2 now. So we're not getting rank 1 7 stars anymore, we're getting rank 2s. So this is win streak 9 to 10. So at this point, I felt it was necessary to switch to rank 3 6 stars. So now we've got 3 different rank 3 level 45 awakened 6 stars. Longshot, Sam Wilson, and Colossus coming. And now our champions that we're going up against they've gone from about a 23,000 PI all the way up to a 27,000. They are now a mix of rank 2 and rank 3 7 stars, and they're starting to put some very annoying defenders in here. So the Maker can be a very annoying defender, and Bullseye definitely can be a very annoying defender. So this is telling me that from win streak 10 to win streak 11, we're starting to hit that area where we might get a death match. We might not. We're getting away with rank 3 6 stars, but I don't think that we're going to get away with them for very long. So at win streak 11 to 12, I have now switched over because we had that huge jump in PI, which I have now switched over to rank 4 6 stars. So these are rank 4 level 55, all awakened. And you can see now we've got a mix. And this has given me kind of a premonition that there's going to be a death match, because we got a rank 4 level 55 Sinister in here. That is the highest that you can get. We've got 2 rank 3 7 stars. One of them is unawakened. That's the Rintra. And then we've got this rank 4 Mr. Sinister. That is the highest PI that we can get out of that champion. And it's telling me, watch out, there's going to be a death match. And I do trigger a death match, and I did that on purpose. So at this point right now, we're about an average of around 23, 22,500 PI. And my opponents now with the Mr. Sinister are an average of around 37,500 PI. So they are substantially higher than me, and this is going to be a much more difficult fight. But we do get through it, and then we go on to win streaks 12 to 13, which is where, with the 6-star method, we trigger a death match. Now, at this point, I might actually switch. We're gonna go with rank 5 6 stars for the next fight for win streaks 12 to 13, but but I would actually suggest switching over to rank 3 7-stars instead. So this is the fight we're going to do, and then I'm going to show you the setup for win streaks 12 to 13 after this one. This is win streaks 11 to 12. All right, here is what a death match looks like. These are all rank 5, level 65s, but these are very low PI champions within that range. They're like the lowest ones that I've got in my rank 5, level 65 roster. However, now all of my opponents, and these are some tough ones, are rank 4, level 55s. And there are 2 of them that are in, and they're all awakened too. That's another thing. All rank 4, level 55, 7 stars, all awakened, and we've got a Serpent and an Onslaught. And it is somebody else's account, so it's this Cisco 25, and this is a death match, complete death match. This is about a 46,000 PI, 46,500 PI roster that I'm going up against for my opponents, and I'm like a 25,000, 25 and a half maybe. So I do get through this, but this was a tough fight. That Onslaught fight was a really tough fight. We do get through it and maintain our ×3 multiplier. But like I said, I might have gone to maybe rank 3 7-stars at this point. And this is win streaks 12 to 13. So this is kind of the danger area here. So you got to be careful here. I hit the death match. I may not have hit this if I had went to rank 3 7-stars. Using a 6-star method doesn't necessarily work very great to get to the infinite streak for these arenas. And I would suggest that you, at this point, you need to have at least some rank 3 7-stars or rank 4 7-stars to actually do this arena. This arena is not something that beginning players are going to be doing at this point. They're going to have to build up their rosters and really concentrate on Summer's Trials. So let's look at this, and then I'm going to show you win streaks 13 to 14. And at that point, I made a pretty drastic change. All right, I do actually want to show this fight because this is a pretty good fight. And I'm able to barely get through this. Omega Red is one of the better champions to fight Onslaught. And this is an Onslaught that's 20,000 points higher than mine. So let's take a look at this fight real quick. It's pretty good. And I'm able to get the degens on.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom.
Now, I am going to point out with this, I'm terrible at dexing his special 1, so I don't even bother. I just let it go, but we do get through this.
Yeah, I'm done. He got me with that. Oh my God, really? No way. Wow.
And there you go. We got through it. Okay, and barely. You can see I've got 6% health out of that. So we barely got through that. I got 2 of the fights. We won 2 of the fights. We lost 1, but it doesn't matter. You only have to win 2 out of 3. And I make a pretty drastic change. And that change is here. We are going to our top champions now. And so for win streaks 13 to 14, I go over to our rank 4 7-stars and use our top guys. And as you can see here, we trigger Thanos' team at win streaks 13 to 14. Now, I think we triggered it because I'm using the top ranked 7-stars, but this is around the point where you now will trigger this. And once we've triggered this, we are in the infinite streak. So, so we did this fight, and then I'm going to show you the next thing, because I do another adjustment at the next junction. So here is the next fight, and I went all the way back down. So this is fight win streak 14 to 15, and I went all the way back down to rank 2s just to see what would happen. And as you can see, we did get a opponent who is an actual account. It wasn't a Thanos or Kang team, but we did get rank 1 and rank 2 7-stars. So the PIs came back down towards where I am, and we still were higher than them. And then from this point, I basically just went through my roster of rank 2 to rank 3 7-stars, and then once I hit win streak 19, I went all the way up to my maximums and just started going from there. So that's gonna end the part where we're gonna talk about using 6-stars. But let me back up and let me say that using the 6-stars I think is very risky. You will eventually trigger a death match. You could probably do it to a certain point, but you are going to need some rank 3 7-stars and maybe some rank 4 7-stars, but at least a pretty hefty roster of rank 3 7-stars. So let me show you how I normally go through this. Not everybody's going to be able to do this now, but I use a different method and I use only 7-stars. All right, this is a pretty simple method for using 7-stars to get to the infinite streaks. So for matches, win streaks 0 to win streak 5, I am going to use rank 1 7-stars. Okay? For 0 to 5, I'm going to use rank 1 7-stars. And then once I get to win streak 5, I go right to my maximum champions. That's it. I go right to my rank 4s, and I just go through my rank 4s from that point. It's pretty easy. It's not bad. Another method that I have used in the past is using for win streaks 0 to 7, you can also use rank 1s. And then as soon as I hit win streak 7 to 8, I switch back over to my maxed out 7-stars. So you can do that too. I can tell right around 7, just as I could tell from the other stuff when we were using 6-stars, that those particular PIs of your opponents start creeping up pretty drastically. So if I were to continue to use rank 1 7-stars after win streak 7, I would probably hit a death match pretty quickly after that. So at win streak 8, I basically just flip right back over and I just start with my rank 4s. I start with Bastion and I go all the way down the roster, and it's no problem. So the PIs, I can hit this max PI. A death match is going to look like my roster, which is great. So I mean that's essentially it. But I think for the basic and the featured arena, because it's pulling champions out of other people's accounts, there are plenty of people that have accounts that look like mine. I am ranked out of the game right now. I am ranked 2,148. So there are at least 2,147 other players that have rosters that look like this. And there's probably more. There's probably about 4,000 that have rosters that look very similar to this. And those accounts can be used by the algorithm to be used for opponents against you. So just keep that in mind, that is what you're going to trigger. And if you can't handle that, then you're going to have some problems. All right, that is the video that I have for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.